change from Domino's Pizza to Domino's. Because
Hello, 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 hello. Yes. Oh yes, we lost the voice! Let's do that again. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, not silly gestures and all that. Hi, good evening. How are you? How is everyone? Yeah, I know. It's very hard to technically coordinate all these things. Let's bring up a little bit of sound now as well, like just about 30%. So, yes. So if you saw on Twitter this morning, I basically posted a picture of a little thing that looked a little like Project Adeline. And so therefore I thought, wouldn't that be good to actually try building Project Adeline in Kerbal Space Program? Now, Project Adeline or whatever, it's a concept. It's a concept that is from ESA, who are desperate to try and seem like cool guys in the face of SpaceX and who else? Oh yeah, the even less cool United Launch Alliance. In the face of those two companies trying to show off their reusable spacecraft concept. So they came up with the one which is basically a rocket engine that turns into a plane after it detaches. And I'm looking for a mainsail here. This might not be the way I want to do this. What I want to do, right here, what I want to do is flip this thing. Okay, that's good. I thought I'd be able to move this, but apparently I can't. Oh, there, now I can touch it. How interesting. I'm going to turn that around because I want to try and stick this in the inside. That's what I want to do. Yeah, it just gives me a red thing. Okay, I'm going to need to make sure this works first. So, cheat time. Or actually, no, I don't need to cheat. I can just attach this on here. I'm a legend. You say I'm a legend? What makes you think I'm a legend? The fact that I have a bit of words next to me on the axes of a graph? No, okay. I'm just trying to think. What I want to have is a cowling around the engine. So I don't know if you saw the thing. It kind of had the engine hidden away inside that so the wings could attach far enough back. But it's having a little hard time with that. I think I'm just going to enable... ignore clipping, allow part clipping, bug hazard. Bug hazard basically means that things may not actually work. Look, a clipping, even with clipping, it's still saying, no, you cannot do that. No, you cannot attach this to... How about that one? Okay, now we get an engine inside there. Now, the real question is, can I get the rockets to actually work? So I'm just going to put on some fuel tanks here and make sure that that actually works first. Where the heck is a fuel tank? So we'll just use a short fuel tank for now. I'm trying to do a whole bunch of different concepts here. Good evening to everyone, I gotta say. The Argent God, Victon 510, Big Papa Smurth, Raymond, Doxy Oxy, X Kraz, Demoody 18, Master Sam, Draco the Lost, Anna Faust, Jim Moria, KGG, Raymond 4268, Lazy Tanker, MCAM 225, Thor's Muffin, Synther, Memcam, Fractal Jesus, LV 9001, Rory Rocks, Wand of Gamelon, Expand Huggers, QWERTY Pie, Selected Meat Games. There's too many of you! There's too many of you! I can't do this. Okay, back to focus. Back to focus. We're trying to make sure that this thing works. I think I'm going to put a fuel line in because I have this suspicion that it won't work if I don't have a fuel line. So there's the internal fuel line, and it didn't work. Let's see what happens here. I'm just going to see what happens. Launch anyway. Oh wait, I can't do that. Abort the launch. What are we going to do, actually? I need... Ooh, that's an idea. Ooh, yeah. Hold on. Oh, pardon me. Did not expect that to happen there. Okay. Regardless, let's put a little one of these on the front so at least we have some way of testing it. Okay, now let's try it now. You have to do dark client mod. No, I don't have to do dark client mod. I have to do whatever happens. Here's the thing, right? Does anybody want to host a dark server? Because I don't think any dark server that anyone hosts that is public will survive 200 plus people. Trust me on this, right? Okay, let's just see if the engine works. Oh, okay, that actually works. Test successful. Let's revert flight to the spaceplane hangar. My day has been going fabulous. So I don't know if you know, we had Worldwide Developers Conference kicked off yesterday, so my day job is going fabulously, and for the first time a bunch of people saw the code that I had been working on put into action. I can't obviously explain what I was doing, but the tests were all successful and we were quite happy with the results. Okay, so next thing I want to see, I wonder if I can build another interstage here. This is what I really want, is like an interstage like that, and then a fuel tank on the front, right? I want to see if that'll actually work and see if that'll drain correctly. On the front there? Okay, now the question is, will this drain correctly? Time to add some clamps to this whole thing. Clampity clamp, clampity clamp, clampity clamp. Okay, and apologies if I'm not reading your stuff, it's just the nature of this thing that it's very hard to keep track of everything. Okay, fire this. I want to make sure the fuel burns correctly, right? So we're building the spacecraft to make sure things actually happen. I'm not going to comment on any of that stuff. Yes, I do have 500 Miles by the Proclaimers, and I have the album Sunshine on Leith on vinyl. Okay, so we're not taking fuel from there. Where are we taking fuel from? We're probably taking fuel from this. Okay, taking fuel from that. And taking fuel from that. We're not taking fuel from this. That is interesting. Just want to see. Disable crossfeed. Crossfeed should work, but it's not draining through this. So, I guess I need to add some sort of fuel line. Let's throttle to 100%. And then this runs out. Okay, so I gotta revert flight to the spaceplane. What are my feelings on open source? Is awesome. I've been contributing to open source since, I mean, that's how I went from being an astronomer to being a software developer, is I wrote open source software, right? I didn't really have that much in the way of computer qualifications, but I was a big fan of software and I wrote software to do something, and it became popular. And I would strongly suggest that anybody that is interested in writing software as a job should absolutely write open source software, because unless you're going to write commercial software. The main thing is that writing open source software kind of proves to people that you can in fact write software, right? Proves that you're not a complete numpty. Okay, let's see if this works. What do you mean OS 10 or Windows? Well, this is running on Windows, but I of course have my fingers in OS 10 just on account of my day job. And Linux, yes, I have. I wrote code. I don't know if any of the code I wrote for Linux is still regularly distributed with it. Okay. There, now we're draining from the correct tank. Now the next thing to do is to see what happens when I decouple this. Do you think we'll get an explosion? Are we ready? Decouple node. Oh, nope, that didn't happen. So let's decouple this. Does this stop draining? Oh yes, it's no longer part of my spacecraft. So I can of course detach this. Oh no, I can't detach this because... well, I used to be a big Red Hat guy, but now of course it's all Ubuntu. So, you know, that's the deal. Okay, so this thing's kind of going to work. Now a little more development on this. Revert flight to spaceplane hangar. What's the mission? We're trying to build Project Adeline. Project Adeline. Okay, and so I think what I need to do is pull this whole thing off. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. Okay, there, bring that back. Okay, I think this needs to be longer. I'm going to make the longer version of this because I want it to match the length of the part. Okay. How interesting. I can't touch this piece anymore. Isn't it strange? I think there's a bug. Oh, there it is now. Okay. Come and work for me. Why doesn't it want to attach? You attach. Let's just try turning it around and see if it'll attaches that way. Doesn't want to attach that way. This is KW rocketry for you. Weird attachment rules. Okay, what else do I have then? Let's actually look for a fuel tank. Oh yeah, I'll just use this. I'll actually use the fuel tank instead. That makes far more sense. Okay, now let's try this again. On the front. Oh. Okay, so now what we need to do is test that this actually works. So we need to set up action groups on this, and no, I don't want the action. I want this undock and decouple when you hit custom 1. Okay, and then we'll put something on the front here, like another fuel tank and a nose cone. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Where's a nose cone? I don't really care what goes on here. I just want to have something aerodynamic on the nose for testing. We're just building like a dead mass at this time. Here we go. Ah, there you see. This is starting to look. I'm so glad everybody is saying hi. Build a T-Mobile missile. How would a T-Mobile missile work? I'm confused. So the other thing I'm going to need is something called quantum struts, and I think I can get away with this, right? So I should have quantum struts sitting around here somewhere. Oh yeah, that's something I want to do. I want to put batteries on the inside of this. Batteries. Where can we attach this? No, it doesn't want to work. I can't apparently. Oh, look there. There, put a couple of batteries on. That's what I'm going for. Batteries there. Oh, no. No. And Control Z again. This is really hard. It's like a regular missile that's sponsored. Quantum struts, I'm hoping work because I did add them to my system in the realization that I would actually need struts. But now I look about it, let me just check. Game data. Quantum struts continued. It looks like they should be there. So where would quantum struts be? If I were a quantum strut, which would I be? Because you know what's going to happen is I need something to hold this thing together. I guess I don't actually. I guess I can just fake it. We'll just switch to radial symmetry and 8 of these, and then just pull it forward somewhere. There. So we've got radial symmetry inside there. I can throw this away. We have the best part of a rocket here, truthfully. Let's just stick some. We could stick some of these fins on it just for control right now. And then it's like, oh yeah, we don't have this fairing control here. So, what use are you? I thought I would be able to attach fins to you, you okay. I think I'm gonna have to redesign this. I didn't double the fuselage, I threw it away. I did not, I threw it all away. I'm gonna, as Matt Damon says, I'm going to have to science the stuff out of this. Maybe this is the way to do it. Ah, there we go, right. So, and then I can attach my struts to this. There, just give it some strength. Okay. So that should hold that in place, and then I can stick a couple of fins on there. And when I say fins, I mean people from Finland, obviously. I'm just going to put this back in. And then grab these. Once again, duplicate that. Okay. That might in fact work this time. And then we'll just put fins on, turn the fins around. How come I never get the correct thing on the first go? Okay, now let's grab the whole thing and rotate it upwards. This is highly likely to destroy something. Let's take these and stick them... I don't know where I'm going to stick them. Everywhere I can stick them is going to put them in near the things. Come on, grab this! No, it doesn't want to grab this. Okay, well, screw you for now. I'm taking you away. I'm taking you away. Okay, never mind that. Control Z. I keep on doing stuff that I need to Control Z. Okay, let's try this. And we'll call this Adeline. Yeah, I really want to continue with a real-world solar system, but right now we have a couple of problems. First of all, Kerbal Space Program 1.02 is a little bit buggy, and 1.03 isn't yet here. Okay, so this should be draining from here first. Excellent. Okay, the only problem is, of course, by draining backwards, it makes the spacecraft unstable. Are you Landalf, are you talking to me? Because never mind. Okay. So anyway, the idea is, once we go in fast enough, right, I'm going to throttle back, and I thought that one should detach something. Okay. Let's decouple. There we go. And then we'll have this stage here that can fly away. That didn't actually work the way I expected, but never mind. We'll have the engines ready to continue on their flight. I'm waiting for real scale solar system to all work correctly, right? That's the main issue here. So yeah, on Linux I dabbled in kernel modules and stuff, but I don't think I really did anything that made it into the core kernel. I mean, I made occasional bug fixes to my own, and then I would share those, but I don't think any of them ever made it into the mainstream kernel, but I could be wrong. It's entirely possible that one of my pieces of code gets copied and reused and whatever. Okay, so this should be good for a rocket, and we'll just imagine that this is what we're launching. You know, I should probably put like a payload on the top that I care about. Let's put some... Let's put some stuff on here. Let's imagine there's a next stage. That's what we really want to do. So we're going to have like a stage separation. And this is all getting ass backwards, isn't it? There we go. And then we're going to have one of these. One of these. I'm kind of not sure I'm building this in the right way. Where the heck... Yeah, the Poodle engine. Poodle goes in there. And then, yeah, that'll do. And we'll put like a little command module up here, right? With some solar panels. And then that will be good to go all the way to orbit. There, you see that? And then we'll just strap some solar panels on it for good measure. Just to make sure that it's not a complete loss. So radial symmetry and 8 off, 6 off, 8, whatever. The worst movie I've ever seen. I couldn't tell you. I mean, I think Plan 9 from Outer Space is one of the most unintentionally hilarious movies I've seen. Okay, let's go to my action groups, because I thought Custom 1 was supposed to undock these nodes, but apparently it is not undocking them. So I'm gonna select this one, and then select there. That should be undock and decouple. Okay, that should work this time, right? So we're gonna fire this engine, and then the next stage that we actually want to trigger is up here, which is that one, and then this fires. Wait a sec. Get this the right way around. Okay, that looks like a decent rocket, so let's see if we can launch this. Okay, oh, make sure you strut the communication. Yes, when you're going to Mars, make sure you strut the communication dishes, because you don't want them getting blown off during a dust storm. Which is, of course, not actually correct with reality in any way, but that doesn't matter. Okay, look, so now we have a rocket that flies, and it draws fuel from down here, and we'll be able to point this and take it into space, I think. Let's just let this happen. Actually, Mochi Decat, I wrote a device driver which was supposed to look like a sound device, but instead captured the audio to another pipe. So basically it was a modification to an audio device that you could take audio from, and then I used that to you know, capture audio and use it for fake streaming and things like that. There was a bunch of applications at the time which would... Oh yeah, it was an MP3 decoder, right, that would only read and write from files, so I created a kernel extension that let me pretend that a pipe was in fact a file, and it would legitimately work and everything. And I then used that to use the MP3 decoder to actually stream live MP3 radio to the internet back in like 1996 or something. That's almost 20 years ago. Okay, how are we going? We're burning this fuel, and then once this is done, what I'm going to do is fire off the next stage. It doesn't really matter what way this goes, I'm just going to ditch this thing. This thing is kind of turning over very, very slowly, but I don't really care. Yeah, I did a lot of DRM hacking back in the day. That was kind of my day job, practically, was DRM hacking for a while, believe it or not. Okay, throttle down. Now I need to space, and so this thing will throttle to 100%. And then this thing, now as that flies away, now this should undock. I said this should undock, no? Oh, is it gonna work? No, it seems to be coupled. Okay, in that case you need to decouple. Screw you. I thought the docking ports would work, but apparently the things are wedged in there too much. And so now I want this thing to be flyable, right? Oh, there goes the sound again. Are people having issue with the sound? Okay. So anyway, yeah. No, well, so this is the landing gear. This is what we've got. So now we're going to revert to spaceplane hangar. Now I'm going to save this and then build out this rear section into an actual flying aircraft, right? So we're going to save this as Adeline 1. Save. And now what I'm going to do is just throw away this whole thing for now. We'll come back to it, right? We'll attach this when the time is right. I'm going to make this into something that can actually fly. In just 7 days, I can make this a plane. Okay, so I'm going to actually have to test its center of mass without any liquid fuel or oxidizer, because that's what we're going to be flying under, and that means that body lift is going to be extreme. We could have the aeroplane tail fin. Swept wings. I think swept wings will actually look the part, if I can get them facing the right way. Oh, and I probably need 2 of them. No, okay, that is not what I want. Okay, I gotta figure out a way to do this. I think I have to switch this back to single symmetry. Or two-way symmetry, right? Is that level? Does that look level to you? Hold on. I guess that is level. Okay. Because if I use... I can't override the symmetry number when I'm attaching it to a part. Okay, so let's take a look at center of mass, center of lift. Okay, that's a long way back. Maybe we can move it forwards a bit. I want it to be far enough forwards that we can still attach things to these wings and everything, right? Oh, yeah, and I want to empty my fuel out. That's what I need to do. Okay, so that fuel's empty, and now my center of mass is back there. I knew that would happen. Okay. So now we need some engine pods. Yes, we need engine pods because we're going to use little propellers. There we go. That is looking the part. Oh yeah. So we're going to use the little sport engines here. Pair of those, and of course we're going to set it for reverse. So these things will push. They're supposed to have little fairings around them, but this is best I can do. I guess we'll put some nose cones on this. So the idea is after running out of fuel, it'll fly on these super high efficiency engines, right? Has everyone seen this video? So this is ESA, or rather Airbus, that's talking about this concept. I think I might have to move this outwards just a bit to give it some more room. I think this is actually looking pretty styling, other than the fact that it's... Now notice that one is higher than the other. Am I imagining that? Or is that just total... Oh, the props! Oh, you know what? Yeah, okay, so here's the thing. I need to change the symmetry mode. I wonder... symmetry radial... okay. Okay, I know what's going on here. So we need to put these wings back on. And I need to set the symmetry to mirror mode. Now I can put this on, once again. And this on. And it's in radial... It went back to radial mode! Symmetry, mirror. You're still in mirror mode. Thank you. Come back here. I need you to hold still. Now you are now backwards. What the heck are you doing? Why do you do this to me? I just... you know, I always use the buttons to figure out the rotation because I usually think, oh, it'll be a lot faster than just attaching it and adjusting it after the fact, but clearly I'm misguided in this notion. Come on. I cannot get this to... Oh, come here. Come here. Okay. No, the rotation, I just... Oh god, I'm having such a terrible time. Okay, so that's that. Now, we need tail fins. And we can just attach these here. What I'm going to do is attach this. Oh. Why does it keep switching to... I'm asking it to switch. Right, should be in mirror mode, right? Mirror mode. God. You're really starting to annoy me. Why are you attaching in... Why are these things attaching in that particular... Now they're attaching correctly. Okay, thank God. I swear I was... This is worse than a... Oh. It's worse than one of those Zachtronics games. Presenting simple problems and then, you know... Okay, and so the tail planes are in fact behind this, so it should be somewhat stable. Hopefully. Yeah, I know, so I was pressing R was switching between these different modes, but it was clearly not switching the way I was expecting. Okay, so I'm going to attach a big-ass Elevon here. And another I'm going to use the biggest ones I can, maybe not that big, but I'll use a bigger one. Simply because I want to make sure it has decent control authority. And, well, that's too big, actually. How about this one? Once again, it's the rotation lottery. There we go. Okay, that's 2 of those. That's looking better. I'm hoping this Elevon is facing the right way. So, what do we need next? What we need next is some batteries. We should stick some batteries in there just to make sure that we are all set. Okay, where's the best place to put some batteries? Symmetry, mirror, symmetry, mirror. It just wants to do mirror symmetry. Radial symmetry. Thank you. Give me 100 of these. And it doesn't want to add them. It switches back to radial mode. Okay, well... No. Well, that'll have to do. Who cares? I just want to add some batteries so that we don't run out of power during our crazy descent or whatever. This is supposed to be the Ariane space thing. Now, undercarriage. 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 Landing down on me and landing down on me. In time to stop. Undercarriage. It's on every plane. Supporting everything when we land. La da da. Okay, so this is actually going to have a... This might actually be able to take off, but I'm going to try that. And sometimes this annoys me. Okay. Now we're ready to go again. It wasn't prog rock, it was Queen. Queen are everything. I mean, you have to understand, Queen are the greatest band ever, right? Queen were the most educated band, right? They all had degrees. Even Freddie Mercury, he was the least qualified and he had a degree in, like, art. Brian May left a PhD in astronomy to go and tour with the band, right? He actually went back and he completed his astronomy PhD in, solar system astronomy. And he's like a regular. He talks about killer asteroids and stuff. He's on the board of the B612. So, Queen, awesome, right? Okay, let's see how this is going to work. Do you think this is going to get up to speed? I think we might need some struts on this thing. Okay, and we're starting to turn a little. It doesn't need to be fast. All it needs is enough speed to keep itself going after it's coming down from the sky. So if I can take it off the ground, that would be brilliant. But if not, I'll try it with the regular engine. Listen to it. It's struggling. It's super struggling here. This thing should have enough thrust. Why is it not working? Come on, you know you can do it. The propellers are backwards because that's the design that ESA used, right? I want to break free. I want to break free from the ground. You're just keeping me down. I don't need you. I got to break free. God knows I'm running out of runway. Oh! Yes! Okay. They would probably never survive a landing. I know I can change. I know I'm going to change. I'm going to try some different ideas here. I'm going to try the more powerful ones. I just thought that this might be a good place to start, right? This one is a whole lot bigger and more powerful. I'm not sure You see, this one's going to be touching the ground technically. Do you not think it'll complain about that? Let's see how that works, right? Oh yes, yes, of course, Queen, don't stop me now, right? Okay, I think I'll need some more struts, but let's... Yeah, this is even better, look at this. Who was suggesting I use bigger propellers? Okay. Why is this not going anywhere? Because it's scraping the ground, okay. Oh, didn't mean to do that! Oh dear. I'm not building the Enola Gay, we're building... It wasn't torque, it was technically scraping along the ground. So these props are too big or the undercarriage is too small. I could raise the undercarriage a little, but I'm worried about adding weight to this thing. I think it's already possibly too heavy. How does the medium landing gear look? Okay, let's try 2 of those. And then that's pointing the wrong way, right? And there's nothing in between the medium and the... Oh my god, look at that size. The heavy... Actually, the heavy gear assembly is smaller from the Kerbal aircraft parts. Let's try this. Is there like a medium gear assembly from that? Okay, that might work. And I'm going to put some struts on this thing. Strut, strut, strut my funky stuff. So I think actually what I'll do is we'll take some of these pocket I-beams. I'm going to switch into radial symmetry and do 4 of them. And then we'll use that as kind of like a framework to build a structure that I can use. So this thing gonna connect up. Good. And this thing gonna connect. Okay, you didn't work there. Let's try you again. I'll connect you in this direction just in case. Although that will probably confuse the symmetry. Yes, because you'll be doing radial symmetry. That's more like it. But why did you not do it in stereo? Oh! Oh! Now I can't get that thing to pull it off. Why do you not let me take you off of here? Okay, I'm gonna just put another one on. Okay, that's fine. Now we're gonna do internal connections to strengthen this. Okay, that might work, or it might not work. I'm gonna just hope that it does work. Let's also add some strut connectors between... Okay, maybe... Oh yeah, that might work. Okay. Well, this might be stronger. Shall we find out? Does Fire Spitter have ducted fans? I'm not using ducted fans. I want to use what they have in the video, right? You think... I don't care if the front wheel's not high enough because we're going to go off the end of the runway. Let's try this. Look at that torque. That torque is legit. Either that or we're still hitting the ground here. I think this brakes on, brakes off. Why does this thing want to steer here? You know, I wonder... Hold on. Revert to spaceplane hangar. Fire Spitter is sometimes a little... Look, yes, this is set to reverse thrust, and this is set to normal okay, set reverse thrust. For some reason, it didn't copy that over. No, that was the problem. I don't know how that didn't fix itself, but never mind. Yeah, both engines were pushing in opposite directions, hence the rotation. Okay, now I expect you to push me down the runway faster than the speed of light. The turboprops come from Kerbal aircraft expansion. Oh yeah, now we're gonna get some speed on this thing, right? Oh yeah. Of course, it's highly doubtful, given the position of my undercarriage, whether I will be able to rotate, because these things are so close to the rear of my... maybe if I do that, yes. So look, I can push the nose down, and the thing will lift up, and then pitch back. Nope. Well, maybe maybe this will save it. The problem is that my undercarriage is too far back compared to my flaps, so the fulcrum is in the wrong place, right? Okay. I'm a rocket ship on my way to Mars on a collision course. I am a satellite. I'm out of control. I'm a six-shooter ready to reload. I can add a bomb. I want to whoa, explode. Oh, yes. Okay. So, we're learning, right? We're learning here. This is what happens when you design aircraft. You know, you have to go through these simulations, right? And usually when you go through simulations, you don't have, like, everyone watching you. Okay, let's take a look at center of mass versus center of lift. So yeah, we could actually move this whole thing forwards. Now, here's where I try to take the wings off and move them forwards, and they all go in the wrong place, and I start punching the screen, right? Are we ready? Oh, no punching yet. Okay, I think we've managed to get away without actually punching anything. That's pretty good. I'm going to save that and try that. Yeah, it was a... Was it a Lotus? Yeah, it may have been a Lotus. Yeah, the best Bond chase ever is in the movie The Spy Who Loved Me. It's how you do car... Actually, I've heard that Mad Max, once again, has done a good car chase. Car chases in movies tend to be not that interesting for very long. But Bond, The Spy Who Loved Me, is the best one. It starts out with, like, him in his car, and then there's guys in motorbikes chasing him, and then there's guys in cars chasing him, and then there's a helicopter chasing him, and he goes off the thing underwater, it turns into a submarine, and he shoots a missile at the helicopter. And then he's being chased by divers. It's like the best chase in any Bond movie. Let's try lifting off now. Nope, it's not wanting to torque, despite despite improved positioning of the landing gear. It is just not giving me enough torque to lift the nose up. Well, the Italian Job has a fantastic car chase, mostly, but it's mostly. It's just a fun movie. The original Italian Job is fantastic. You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off. Yeah. No, it's not that. It's like it should be able to have enough pitch authority that it's able to pitch up, right? So... A friend of mine was in the remake as well. Well, I wouldn't say friend. A guy I know was in the remake, so it's like kind of fun. I remember waiting for that to come out. Okay, so this thing was in the right place. Maybe if I move it... No, if it sits there... Okay. The problem is I can't put these fins anywhere without them interfering. Let's put those back in. Let's add some fins on the front, right? We'll add like little... I don't know, something to give at least some extra pitch authority. Right in this space here, right? What can I add? What can I add to this? Add da 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 da. Okay. And we're looking pretty close on this. I think I might just choose to shift this backwards a touch. Okay, because you want this thing to be stable. No, we're not we want this thing to take off from the runway just because we need to understand that it works. What's a YouTube poop? I'm confused. Is this some slang that I've not yet heard? It doesn't need very much lift. It's not supposed to have tiny amounts of thrust. It's not supposed to have a huge amount of, you know. It'll lift off just fine when I fire the main engine, but that's not what I'm going for here. Oh look, wait, these things are pitching down here. What the heck? Why are you pitching down? You're supposed to be pitching up. Can I... How do I make that? Like, I'm wanting this to go back, but it's not working. Clearly it's not thinking that these are far enough forwards. Why would it not be inverting these things? State normal, deployed. That's not what I would consider deploy inverted. Let's try that. I don't know what the YouTube poop is. Yeah, oh, yeah, okay, that's just like a modern version of Rickrolling, whatever. I just don't want people taking my content and then rebranding it and then making money off it. It's still going the wrong way. I'm just going to deploy these things so that hopefully they'll pitch up and give me some, you know, thing. Well, I don't want it deployed. I want... Look! When I pull this thing, it does these instead of that. It's very confusing. No, it's not going to be a glider. I want to see that this thing can actually fly off of the runway on its own. Because if it can't fly off the runway on its own, then it's not going to be able to land on its own, right? Yet this thing, it's just too damn heavy with these little wings. Yeah, no, they're in front of the center of mass, so they should be going the opposite direction, but they're not, right? That's the point, is that for some reason they're not going in the opposite direction because they're in front of the center of mass, so they should. Yeah, okay. Okay. Look, let's just revert to this. Look, it says deploy inverted, right? It didn't work when I was pushing the thing. It didn't work, right? Okay, let's just try putting some rocket fuel in this thing. Just show that we do have speed. Why is this so heavy? It's heavy because it has to contain a mainsail, right? If we can get all the wings to work, then it could totally work. Let's try this again. Are we ready? All the engines now. See, look, these wings are inverted. This is totally not working for me. Okay. What are the odds I can fly this thing? What do you think? Okay. I'm gonna throttle back a little, just because I kind of need to figure out how to fly this. Okay, so... And of course, I would totally be able to fly this if it wasn't for the fact that the these wing surfaces were reversed. Okay, I'm trying to pitch up a little here. Now we're going to throttle to 100% again. Come on! You want to come out of this dive, no? You see, these damn wing surfaces are not working for me. I don't know what's up with those things, but they're clearly not working for me. Why are you failing me now when I've used you so many times in the past? Let's just stick these on the front and see if they'll hold. Really not sure what's going on there. How about it if I do... I'm kind of worried about putting anything in here now because it just seems to be... the plane seems to be a little confused. I'm going to put these... I'm going to take these batteries off for now just in case they're adding up extra drag. No, they are clearly acting inverted. Trust me, they're clearly not acting correctly. Ooh, standard canards. Let's try these. You think it needs ducks? I think Fire Spitter is perhaps interfering. That's entirely possible. Okay, let's pull back. Yeah, pulling back flips these down. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, you just gotta not work because you're completely useless. Let's try this again. I'm gonna shut off this engine. Shut down engine. There we go. Okay, look, we have liftoff. See, it does fly. Now, can it maintain any semblance of flight? Uh-oh. Nope, we're turning. We're... Yeah. Okay. This is I have to say, this is full of a fairly large degree of fail. I'm not sure really what to... So let me just take a look at these things, because the one I built this morning used these Aerosport engines, right? The other thing that I didn't have was this housing, this interstage. How heavy is this? That adds an extra ton, but that should be fine. I want to try and figure out the radial engine is a big old fuel sucking engine. This is a lot lighter. How much thrust does it generate? Max thrust 23, max thrust 52. Okay, so I think we're definitely in the situation of needing more wings. That's what I'm gonna say. More wings. What can I use here for wing surfaces? I mean, I guess I could just add another swept wing here. Let's just do that. And we'll double it up, right? So we'll have a longer swept wing. I just don't think we have enough control. Yeah, I guess we have enough control authority because we don't really need a huge amount. So, center of mass is forwards, but when we run out of fuel, where does it end up? It ends up behind the center of lift. So, to do that, we're going to have to put some more... I'm going to have to extend this backwards a bit. Okay. I'm just going to grab this and shift them backwards a touch. Okay. Anyone want to bet whether this will actually be stable or not? It is... Use the KW rocket tray 11... Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Is there a particular science I'm sciencing? I'm trying to do this Adeline thing. Okay. Linear rotation. Okay, just want to check. Normal thrust. Set normal thrust. Shut down engine. Close intake. All these options here. Look, we have thrust being generated. If we find out that we're not moving fast enough, then we can throttle up the main engine. But for now, we're just going to go down the runway and see if we can actually now perhaps get the pitch authority that we've always wanted and desired. At least all the flaps are going in the same direction. I'm not sure. I think Kerbal Aircraft Expansion perhaps includes a module which is braking things, but I can't tell what, to be honest. Okay, well, we'll just let the speed pick up. See, here's the thing. If I can't maintain altitude, then this thing is useless. It has to be able to fly for some amount of time. It's now generating close to the thrust that we want. Now try torquing up. Oh, no. Come on. In fact, that's slowing me down a bit here. Rotate! And we're losing altitude. Okay, you know what we do? Yes! Get this thing into the air. Let's bring the landing gear up, just in case. Shut down engine. Okay. So I'm going to try turning this around and bringing it in for a landing. Yeah, it's just too darn heavy on those tiny wings. It can't, like, get the extra speed it needs. Okay, let's activate the engine again. Come on, and now out of this dive. It's not coming out of this dive. Oh! Pull up! Pull up! Yeah, descent speed 10 meters per second. That is not going to be pretty. Okay. I'll be in the Hudson, yeah. Oh, you know this hype in Python? Explicit async has been around forever, right? Explicit async is like stackless Python. That's been around for at least 12 years. I mean, 15 years almost. Someone's talking about Python in there. Okay, so we need bigger wings here. These tiny little ones are clearly rubbish. Let's just strip these wings off and start again, right? I think some of the things that ail me are my just too small wing surfaces. We could start with these swept wings, and then I could attach bigger wings. These are the swept. Here we go. And then that's reverse. It might be that attaching these wings in this order is just confusing the game, right? And it's just not sure where to put these things. Come there. Okay, how's that looking in terms of center of mass, center of lift? That's interesting. The center of lift is so far back there. That really is kind of interesting. Yeah, the I-beams are pretty heavy, but I kind of need them to reinforce it. Why can't they just have a cylinder? I was hoping for like a column. We got the swept wing type B. Well, guess I'll just put on I'm gonna put on my engine nacelle again. 2 of these. Hold on. There, okay. I'm gonna put this close enough to the wingtips. That will of course move the center of mass back. Okay, so we get 2 of these, and we need a nose cone for, you know, aerodynamic stuff. I mean, that looks kind of cool, right? Okay. And then let's use these big S Elevons again. Because I kind of like these. One would presume that since they're bigger, they're more powerful, right? So, bigger, more powerful elevators is surely something which I need. Okay, that is not the prettiest set of elevators that I'm looking at, but it's a start, right? And then we've got those. And then let's try putting them on some underwear. Did I say underwear? Undercarriage. Oh dear. I think the center of lift is so far back that it may have some serious trouble working here, but... Okay. Oh dear. Launch. Oh wait. I just realized I've forgotten something. I want to see this. I want to see it flying, right? Because there's no point in putting it on a rocket until it can actually fly, right? Okay. Yes, and I can't even click on the error box. Great. Pardon me. Just looking for the game again. Because it crashed. I guess I should take out quantum struts since that was a lot of use. As in, it wasn't, right? It was totally useless. And... top right. Come on. Where are you? There we go. And it's telling me that I have unsupported KSP because my version number is slightly wrong. Yeah, I've read a few things about propellers on the front versus propellers on the rear, but I think the main reason that propellers tend to go on the front is that it's just simply, it's easier to put a plane if you have a big mass at the front. It's easier to make it stable. If you have the mass at the back, then it tends to not be so good. But also I think the propellers working in, or if they're working in the clean air, they're probably more efficient, right? They're probably easier to model, whereas if they're pushing something, then it's very likely that they're getting dirty air from the coming off the aerodynamics, and that can do all sorts of interesting things. What was with all those salt icons? I have no idea. No, I don't think this was an X64 thing. I think this was just a... I don't know. I was really mad. Oh! Not now. Right. Hopefully... Okay, so at least this has changed. What I was going to do was set reverse thrust. Set reverse thrust. Why do I have to do that? Surely it should do it mirrored for me. Okay. Quantum Gamer, how are you? Well, you could do salt and margaritas. Not every... Uh-oh, it's one of these ones again. Well, let's see what happens. Do you think this will get off the ground before it bends? Oh. I forgot to strut these things. All that strutting for nothing. I'm presuming that once it gets up to speed, it'll lift up, right? Watch this. The air lift here should take the weight off the middle. Come on. Look, now it's kind of interacting. Okay, let's fire up this engine. What? Okay, this is not what I expected. Oh, I'm gonna strut my funky stuff. Okay, I gotta get my tools to fix this thing. Ah! Okay. Just seriously, I'm getting kind of frustrated at this whole thing. I did this on the bus on like a MacBook, and it worked perfectly, right? And now I come home and nothing works. It's all just like, ha! We're not gonna work for you. We're just gonna make you super frustrated and mad at us. Like, what the heck? Okay, I'm gonna do this. You know, maybe I should just get rid of these things and connect it straight to the fuel tank. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I'm gonna take these out completely, and we're gonna strut everything to the tank in front. It'll look terrible, but at least it should be a bit stronger. Okay, yes, strut connector. Now this thing, I should probably strut here. Oh, actually, if I go up here, there. I think that'll work. Ah, no. They're strutted to each other. We are forever, our destinies are forever bound together by these struts. If you fall, I fall. Okay. Let's try that now. I played KSP in the bus, of course. I mean, of course I wasn't driving. Do you think that I would drive to my work? Like, no, I drive on the short bus. No, it was just something to do while whiling away the time, so to speak. Okay, here we go again. Let's fire up this engine. Oh, shoot, what happened there? What did I jettison? Shut down that engine. Yeah, this thing doesn't want to pitch up at all. Okay, what it needs to do is maintain some semblance of level flight. And that it is not doing. Okay, revert to spaceplane hangar. Yes, I've seen the Camtroid videos. I just, I'm grown up and therefore don't want to, I think they're actually pretty darn funny, right? But I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with them. Like, it's funny, great. I think it's really cool. I can't really make any comments because I am kind of a grown-up. Let's add a little more wingtip here. Okay, so where's my center of lift versus center of mass? Center of lift, center of... Okay, so if I move this... I can't move this wing forwards because that's as far forward as it goes. Okay, throw this out. Okay. But here's the thing, if I take all the fuel away, where does it end up? And it becomes a little unstable. So I need to move this back again a little. Out of here. Okay, I just don't know how to make this thing work. But hey, oh no, now look, the center of mass is it's actually going to fall backwards because of the position of these engines. Now hold on, how far back is this? I guess I could actually move these wingtips backwards a bit, right? They might just be hitting that, but at least they'll be providing a little more torque backwards of here. This worked so well! Saying checking for updates for an hour. If you, I don't ever use the launcher. Expanda Huggers, I never use the KSP launcher. I'm sorry, I always just go directly to the store because of the just pain involved in that kind of thing. Oh wait, we've apparently lost a bunch of my struts here. So this is going to be an incredibly amusing launch. I could just go back to the assembly facility and fix that, or I could just see the consequences of missing these things. It is rather like the reverse shuttle video. Oh dear, 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 dear. Let's stay on the runway, sir. Okay. Oh, I gotta aim for the middle of the runway now, because any attempt to to pitch up is causing my aircraft to twitch the wrong direction. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna try this just as I reach the end, because without the struts, I think I'll scrape my thing. Yeah, no. Jump, jump, jump. Oh dear, I need more wings! It needs more wings! I need more wings, not excuses. Okay. How can I... Yeah, I think this is just showing you how good Issa's idea is. Okay, so maybe if I take these nacelles, I'm gonna stretch these. No, I already stretched these wings backwards. How's that gonna help? Could I do a wing strake? Structural wing here? No, I don't want to do that. Is there like a really little wing strake that'll fit along the side of these? What is that thing doing? What? I don't get what this thing thinks it's doing here. Okay, that's gonna go there. And then this is just gonna attach in some ridiculous way once again. Get as close as I can to the back of this thing. Okay, and then I need to restore these struts. Bingo. And... bingo. Okay, how can I add more... Now I'm going to put the flaps back on again. And the flaps are of course going to take an eternity to adjust. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. This is just looking awful. I don't get it. The one I did in the bus looked so good. I figured that I would like refine the design a little and it would fly super awesome. I added some more mods and it just doesn't want to work. Have I ever watched BattleBots? So no, I saw it back in the UK and it was called Robot Wars over there. So I didn't... BattleBots is the American name. In the UK it was called Robot Wars. Okay, let's see how we're doing. Center of mass, center of lift. Now, is there a bigger engine? I mean, okay, because, I mean, sure, we could argue, I could go the easy route and put bigger engines on, right? But, what's this? Oh, this is the electric propeller. That's not what I want. And this is a main rotor. Nope, don't want that. Yeah, no, I think I'm going to have to try this. Maybe I should just put jet engines on. Maybe that's what I should be doing here. No, it was the latest... Well, it might actually have been an experimental version, so I don't actually know. I just know that it had the Kerbal aircraft expansion. Trying once again. Yeah. Did anyone watch the WWDC thing yesterday? I mean, that was the show where they basically showed off all the new stuff that Apple was doing. Okay, once again, look at those big flaps. You'd think they would provide some sort of torque. Unfortunately, I have to move this gear so far back because of the center of mass that I can't. And I can't move this farther back because of the propellers. Okay, you know what? We're going to fire this. Oh yes, of course. We're not going to fire this because I don't have it. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to add further extensions to these wings. But here's the thing, if I add further extensions to the wings, then they'll be going backwards. So maybe I should use structural wings that just kind of go straight out instead of having this sweep to them. That might actually work. Okay, and yeah, it fails to keep altitude at that speed. Okay. Revert flight. Yeah, that's the thing. The problem with Robot Wars is that everything ended up turning into flipper bots. You're absolutely right on that front. Okay, so we could add... We could definitely add longer wings here. So let's do that. Where is the swept wings? We're just going to add these stock swept wings here. Just extend those out. Oh, except we're going to add 2 of them. Oh, let's do forward swept wings. Why not? Let's make it look as space age as possible. How about that? Oh yeah. Okay, now let's see what the center of lift, center of mass thing says. Let's try that. Are we ready? Yeah, I think that fundamentally BattleBots was one of those things that needed rebalancing. I haven't read either of those, but actually no, I was forced to read mine. I was Anne Frank's diary in school, or at least parts of it. Do you think Andy Weir plays? I don't know. I have not thought to ask. So here's the thing, my original plan for tonight was to just like replicate Adeline super fast and say, look, there it goes, it flies and everything. And then I was going to try playing Take on Mars. Take on Mars has added, has all these new manned things, and I was looking at it and there's a whole like, we have potato seeds for growing plants. And I thought, oh yeah, they're trying to be The Martian, the game, the unofficial version. Oh, come on. No. How about doing this? These flaps are super, super weak. Okay. Is Jurassic World out on Thursday? I haven't had... I probably won't because I have lots of other things going on. Yeah, Take on Mars, it's been hard to keep up with it because they went into this whole development of the manned thing and then I kind of get stuck. Okay. Oh, it's... no. Damn it! Ah! Oh! Okay. Okay, how can I make this bigger and better and right? So once again, we're going to take off these and we're going to build even bigger wings. What can we build bigger wings with? Right, let's do this. Okay, this is going to be a little bit of a problem. Okay, anyone think that'll work? Let's take a look at our center of center of lift is just like insanely. See, the only problem is this is going to interfere with my staging here, right? So, oh look. Okay, that's what we're going to do. Okay, we're going to do that. And then I'm going to add some big ass flaps. Where's my flaps? I just want to see airplane tail fin. That's too small. I just want to see if there's anything. The century fin. What the heck is that? Forget that. I need this thing to fly. That's the main thing I'm talking about. There we go. More of these. Elevons. And then we're going to add... Okay, what do you think? Yay, nay? No, I don't want to add more engines. The design that they have in their thing has 2 engines. If I have to have more than 2 engines, then it's clearly not a perfect representation of Airbus's plan. I would rather have something that looks like what they designed than something that has a ton of extra engines. Okay, let's try that. I think actually I'm going to add more flaps. That's what I'm going to do. Just because more control authority is always nice to have. There, it just looks like a flying wing now. I mean, we all know how stable that's going to be. No, so I can't pitch anything up because this has to sit on a rocket as well, right? Okay, let's try it. Maybe I should hold the brakes on until the thrust comes up. Now the thrust comes up. Okay, are we ready? This totally looks like a... Yeah, exactly. It looks like one of those flying wing designs. Okay. Oh wow, this is interesting. Why are you going off the runway? No, we don't want to go in circles here. Okay, let's enable steering. Okay, yes! Go on, go on, go on, go on, you know you want to. Are we ready? Oh, we almost got airborne for a second. Why is this turning like that? What possible reason does it have for inducing such a turn? Oh look, I actually got it going in the straight line for a second. Okay, so now it's picking up some speed. Let's try using those hills as a ramp, right? Are we ready? Look at the speed getting built up. I don't think one is forward and one is reverse. If that was happening, then these things would surely be spinning in circles. Yeah, this is all looking good. Come on! We're still gonna hit this these hills here. Building up speed. Oh no! It's decided to turn suddenly. Why is it deciding to turn? It's just like, nope, I'm not gonna go up those hills there. Damn it! You are gonna go up those hills, and I tell you, if I tell you to go up those hills, you will go up those hills. Oh, dude. Yes, it should. Oh, look. Oh, no. Now I've got it turning the other way. Oh, no. I think the roll is what's giving me the most control here, actually. Oh, here we go. Come on. Let's see if we... And the thing is, like, all that stuff has killed my speed, right? This is not going very fast, or going anywhere for that matter. At least these wings don't have any fuel in them. I thought that might be a problem for a second. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, round, 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 round. Come on. Oh dear. Okay. Well, that didn't work as I expected either. I'm pretty sure this is something to do with these, I bet you these things aren't on straight. Yeah, they don't look straight to me. Look at this. So maybe if I duplicate them... maybe, actually, what I should do is put this on the wing. Oh, look! See, as I moved this along the wing, it changed position. Okay, let's do that. I'm just going to grab a new set of wheels here. Where is it? It was the medium, right? And you press C. Now, only thing is, I think that has a center of mass issue. Oh, actually, that's no, center of mass is just in the wrong place there. Now, how about that? Okay, now we're okay, but of course, all our flaps. This is the problem, right? To get the engines there, that is, I think there's like some fundamental construction problems I have to deal with here. The engine is sitting so far back, but you can't really attach wings to the engine, so it's hard to make it stable. Okay, let's try again. Go straight this time. Of course, it's pointing downwards. Thank you. Who cares? I don't care if we've got nose down. We're just gonna see how this progresses. There's a crack in the wing. Line the engines up to... I'm trying... I don't know what I'm gonna do here. 41 meters per second. Let's see if this will pick up enough speed. And look, deploying these flaps actually slows the plane down too much. See that? Okay, right. Revert flight. Let's put just like a bloody engine on it. Let's put a jet engine on it. Clearly these high efficiency engines that ESA advertised aren't any good. Turbojets, anyone? How's that gonna look? Center of mass, center of lift. Okay, that might work. And yeah, let's put some fuel back in this thing. Sweet fuel. I have a single mainsail here, we'll use that. Okay. I mean, we still have the flaps in the wrong place, but I don't care about that, I'll fix it. At least these flaps aren't gonna limit my control. Okay, see, now I get decent thrust. I should get decent speed out of this whole thing. At least I should be able... I may have to adjust the landing gear a little, but point is... Come on! Come on, nose up a little. Okay, how about this? Nose down, nose up! Oh, okay. Revert to spaceplane hangar. This is terrible! This is like the worst plane I've ever... This is what happens when you try to, like, reconstruct things based on pictures that you found on the internet. Right? Where's these... That was the medium landing gear, and then we had the heavy gear assembly. Two of these. And once again... Okay, never mind, I'm gonna try this. Launch. If I... No! I can't put an aerodynamic docking port on because you can't have an aerodynamic docking port in line in the game because it doesn't have... When you're building, because it doesn't have an attachment node. So I have to do it with this horribly unaerodynamic docking node. Right? Well, look at this thing. Well, this thing better work, damn it. Oh. Look, the flaps are now going the other way to counteract the natural tendency for the thing to lift. I don't know what my FPS is. I'm not really caring, to be honest. I'm still not flying up, though. Oh, wait, no, look! I'm getting airborne! This thing can, in fact, maintain level flight. So, therefore, it should be possible to land this thing, in theory. Right? Okay. Now we've solved that! Now we've solved that, let's actually fly the plane as a rocket, right? So we take this whole thing, turn it on its back, let's put on a couple of these launch clamps. I gotta go and get some sleep, because I'm getting tired, and I didn't get very much sleep last night. Okay, so now, let's build out a spacecraft. A spacecraft. Forget about the cowlings, because I think I'm just going to skip over those. What I need is the clampatron pointing downwards. Yeah, you see, I really wanted to use the inlight, these nice aerodynamic ones. The problem with the aerodynamic ones is they only have a bottom attach node and not a top one. So you can't attach anything in front of it, which is a real issue. Now, for aerodynamics, we need to do something like this. That will actually help with the aerodynamics. And then I'm gonna do radial symmetry and do 8 of these. Just connect them like that. Okay. And we'll stick like an orange tank on there or something. Because of course we don't care about these super cheap orange tanks. Actually, I'll stick a couple of orange tanks on top. You know what? I don't care, actually. I'm just going to do it high enough that we can burn out the fuel. So this is just a test model here, right? I need to have... Actually, I do need to have ballast on the front, though. So, where is... I'm going to do one of these, right, on top. And I'm going to disable the fuel flow because I want to make sure that we still have ballast near the nose. Otherwise, we run the risk of aerodynamic instability, and we all know that that leads to terrors. 2.5 meter nose cone. Okay, so we fire this engine. This will lift us higher. Higher and higher, baby. Okay, so we're gonna launch, save it, launch. So this thing should just take off. And then... Okay. This thing is probably going to skew sideways. I don't care. Oh, look, it's actually lifting off and it's draining... Where's it draining fuel from? It's draining fuel from these tanks, apparently. Why is it not doing... crossfeed here. Disable crossfeed, enable crossfeed. Come on, don't run out of fuel in here. Why are you not passing fuel across these probe things? Okay. I don't know. I put these probes in and it's supposed to transfer fuel like that. Well, I'll just have to shortcut the whole thing. I thought I would make something that looked rather pretty, but apparently the game just does not want to cooperate for me. So anybody get any questions they need answered about funny things? Because, you know, that's what I can do generally as well. That cone has no crossfeed? What? It's an adapter! Why wouldn't it have crossfeed? What kind of ridiculous... What? Are you kidding me? This doesn't have crossfeed? What the blood... Why would you... Oh! 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 I'm getting so... Why would this not have fuel crossfeed? Why? Why would you put in fuel tank parts that don't have fuel crossfeed? Isn't that like, you know, the most pointless thing ever? Okay. This better work. Crossfeed? Come on! God. Let's try this again. Ready, throttle, 100%, and... Oh look! It's now taking fuel from that adapter! And now it should start taking fuel from this thing here. Yes! Okay, so now I should probably start making the thing fly out to sea, right? Let's put landing gear in, just for aerodynamics. Okay. Oh! Well, at least now we're on the way to space with this magnificent design, huh? Honestly, as I said, I expected this thing to be a 20-minute thing so I could get down to some other game, but no! Everything had to not work, right? I think it's the KW rocketry stuff I added, it just made things. Crossfeed is where a tank will pass fuel through it. I am right-handed, but I can do lots of things left-handed. Because just things. Okay, this is now picking up some serious speed here. There we go. So this will get up to some speed and then I'll detach it. And then we'll have to fire up those engines and hopefully fly back to base on them, right? How much of my code is in beat 1? What? No, I was not part of Beats, so I have nothing to do with Beats 1 music service. I can't tell you what I do, but I can tell you that it's not that. Okay, so decouple the node. Thank God. Okay, so now we gotta fly. Now I gotta fly this thing. Stability control. Okay, so we're at 24 kilometers up. Why do people like big butts and cannot lie? It's genetic. It is genetic. That's really all I can say. It's a well-known fact. Okay. I'm gonna have a hard... I want this thing to kind of turn slowly. Okay, this is actually turning the wrong way. How interesting. Okay. I need you to turn this way. Let's just... Oh, wow! Oh, control reversal! Fun, fun, fun! Okay, you know what I should do is press F5, because this thing is probably going to be super unstable. I'm deliberately doing this roll here. Yes! Come back! Yeah, with a center of mass so close to the center of lift, this thing is going to be super unstable. 24 kilometers up. This is going to be fun. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, I gotta pull out of this dive. Whoa! This thing is fluttering seriously. I'm gonna try pulling out. That's the real thing I'm gonna try doing. Okay, come on. You know you want to come out of this dive before I fire your engines online. Bring your engines online. And yes. No, I don't think it would help me if I enabled the jets. I want to get some static control. It's really funny. It has all the combinations of being a lawn dart and something which has almost no and is unstable. Okay, let's bring it out of this dive. Okay, 30% thrust. Okay, now we have some sort of control. Now let's see if we can actually bring it out of the dive and turn it around. Bring it back to the runway. Still losing altitude, but I think that's okay. Oh. Okay, now I'm feeling I'm actually under some... I've got this under some sort of control here. Control being a relative term in this case. Like, I think ESA's concept, in theory, is potentially sound, but damn it, it's hard to do in Kerbal Space Program with the correct fairing. I think... I don't know, I think the one I did on the bus is a lot better. Okay, I'm a long way from home as well. I should probably fire up my engines and see if I can get back. Come on, come out of this dive. Why would I find... First of all, how would I find a battleship? And secondly, maybe I should go for the island runway, it might be closer. I'm kind of concerned about my fuel levels since I'm burning... Wow, these things are burning fuel way too quickly. What is my fuel efficiency in these? 8,000 seconds. My specific impulse is not sufficient for me to be maintaining this kind of flight. Yeah, I don't think I can get to the island. No, you know, here's the thing. I did it right. I just don't... I can't seem to quite hit the right combination. I need to copy it from my laptop or something, right? Pogi Tankad? No idea what that is. No, what I did previously is no bearing on what I'm doing these days, trust me. I'm a very adaptable individual, let's say. Okay. What's going on is I'm running out of fuel and this thing is unable to fly without fuel. At least I'm keeping the nose high. We're only descending at about 5 meters per second. Nope, now as soon as I slow down, it just... Yeah, my surface velocity is dropping because I need thrust to keep it going. Yep. I'm not sure. If I turn off the thrust, this thing is just cannot glide. Maybe I should turn off these big flaps, right? Let's disable. Whoa! Those are the only things keeping me flying. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't work either. Yeah! Bang. Okay. ESA recovery team, it's your chance to now get the rest of that stuff back, right? Yeah? No? Never mind. Let's just try a quick reload here. Okay. I have no idea what is going on here, but it's clearly not the way that I want it. Yeah, this thing, look at how unstable it is in the upper atmosphere, right? It's horribly unstable, and yet, once it gets down, it turns into a lawn dart. Well, actually, the seaplane problem, well, look at this. Whoa! Yes. Okay. I'm trying to, like, make it point towards this. Here's the thing. Okay, so I can't give it more stability, right? Because more stability causes it to nosedive, right? If I have less stability, then it goes out of control. This thing... I think the main problem is that there's no way for me to put the center of mass near these engines. I need a cowling that covers those covers that thing and lets me control it. Okay, so I'm just going to try pulling out of this dive headed towards that there. I'll fire up those engines once I get going that way, right? We're just pulling out of this dive. And hopefully... Oh. Oh, I'm out of electric charge. Okay, well let's... Oh, yes! Out of electric charge, so my thing broke. Yeah, let's reload that. I mean, I think it is just simply a design that doesn't lend itself. The engine is really heavy chunk of hardware. And trying to build a plane around that is... Well, say, okay, so the Kerbal engines are a lot heavier than real engines, right? So that might contribute to it, but I think it's just simply that I'm not building the right combination of wings. And I'll bet you somebody has already done it. I'm still going to try pointing that way. I'm just going to watch my electric charge. Maybe I should fire up my engines, just because those will generate electric charge to help deal with my... See, my electric charge is decreasing. That's what happened last time. So I'm going to keep pointing towards the Island of Hope. We shall call this the Island of Hope. I'm just going to keep the throttle low enough. Why? Okay. Now this is gonna come out of this dive. Now then I'm gonna have to figure out how to get some speed up here. Okay, so now we actually have some decent control here. I'm gonna go to like 1/3 thrust. Because these big flaps that are giving me control are also just killing my speed, right? The fuel is really, really tiny. It's about 90%. No, yeah. Here, wait a second. You see, that's what happens when I click outside the thing. Yeah, thank you, window capture. Okay, yeah, stupid game. Stupid... All open broadcaster was messing up there. Okay, I need to get more out of this dive because that runway is coming up. 50% thrust. Okay, so based on this, I have 4 minutes to land it, and I need to somehow pull out of this dive. I have 3 minutes to land it now. Okay. It's still just descending too quickly. With luck, I can maybe make it to the island. But I think I'm just descending too quickly. I'm going to hit the water before I get to the island. I got my pitch all the way back, and there's nothing... Yeah. Come on. Okay, now my descent is about 10 meters per second, and I'm going to try to figure out how to make a little bit of a roll, because I need to turn towards that runway. Still descending at about 20 meters per second. And really... Da 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 na 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 da 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 da. It's the final countdown! Okay. So based on my descent speed, I don't know if I can make it to the island. Okay, down to 50% fuel. Might just do this. I might just make it to the runway. It's so darn heavy. It's so darn heavy because of that engine. And part of the problem is that I can't attach wings to the engine, so I have to have these extra struts. And I think those struts create drag. And then to get the torque that I need, just nothing wants to be in the right place. It's just a very annoying design. A little more throttle here because I need to get that nose higher. I need to actually start lifting up, otherwise I'm just going to fly into the side of the island. I need more height! Okay, there we go. I now have about 35 seconds of fuel left. right? And at that point, I am starting to nosedive. There's nothing I will be able to do once that happens. Okay, so 20 seconds of fuel. And still descending. I might make it to the island. I don't even think I'm going to make it to the island, but I might make it to the island. Right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fuel out. And there we go. Nosedive. Yeah, because these things just cause so much speed to get bled off. I have no control. Bingo. Well, look, I'm sorry. I really have to get to sleep because it's work day, all these things going on. This has been a complete disaster. Like, that picture, it flew so well. And then... what was missing? I just don't get what is flying different. No, I don't want to put I don't want to put reaction wheels on this thing. No, SAS is cheating. SAS is completely cheating. I'm not going to use SAS. That would be just wrong. Well, yes, this is what we really need, right? That looks kind of impressive. What happens when you attach this to like a fuel tank? Oh, no, that's not it. What's the biggest fuel tank we have? Oh, wait, we need a 5-meter liquid tank. Oh, that's RCS, isn't it? 3.75. Where's a 5-meter tank? 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 1.25. Give me a decent-sized tank, damn it. I just installed KW rocketry again. Apparently, these tanks are all hidden away from me in some secret corner of the thing. Yeah, that's 3.75. Oh, there we go. Yes, that's what we need. Okay. And of course, we need that, and of course, some wheels. These'll do. Pair of those there. And a pair of those there. What could go wrong? Launch anyway. Oh, wait, apparently I can't launch it because there's no Interstellar Quest will come back when, or at least some series will come back when the real scale gets fixed. I gotta revert flight because I don't have any crew. Oh! Ah! Ah! Okay. Well, good night, everyone. I think that's where we're going to have to leave it. Farewell. This has been like the worst night ever. The worst. Okay, you guys, thanks for tuning in. See you around sometime. Fly safe.